I was 30 years old when I had my first massage. My mother-in-law had given me a gift certificate for my birthday, and so I had this massage. It felt amazing. It felt so luxuriant. But back then, honestly, it was several years before I had another one after that. And back then, I viewed massage as kind of a reward or a luxury or a special treat once in a while. Um, Rather than something you do to maintain a healthy, strong, vibrant body so you can accomplish your goals. It was always kind of a reward. And at 55, I have completely changed my view on this. The more I learn about holistic health and stress management and all of the things, I see just how essential it really is. And this year, I am planning to get at least 35 massages. So this year, just a couple of months ago, the health share plan that I'm on actually increased their benefits to include massage, and they didn't increase the monthly cost at all. And so they used to cover things like acupuncture and chiropractic and things like that, which I use and I'm, believer in those things also. But massage was not covered, and now it is. So with my plan, I can get up to 35 visits to spend on what, massage, chiropractic, acupuncture, and I'm going all in on massage this year. When I was in my 40s, I started getting monthly massage and I loved it, but I never felt like I was gaining traction. You'd feel great for a few days and then stress, life, busy, all the things happen. And so I felt like I was constantly starting over. And there would be times that I would, kind of get off track and I would skip like a year. In fact, I'm really just getting back on track this month, June, after not having a massage for a year. But I found myself really craving like weekly massage. Like that was something that I was just thinking about, like, oh, it would be so nice to have weekly massage. And so when our health share plan offered this, I of course wholeheartedly embraced it. And I do 90-minute massage. So they will cover up to $175 per visit. And so that includes, the tip and everything. So this has been just amazing because I have always paid for standard like health insurance, and then all of the holistic things I was doing, I was paying for out of pocket. And so this feels like a chance to really gain momentum because I'm actually being reimbursed and they're covering these things, including my essential oils. One of the things that I have been studying and learning more about is fascia. And, fascia connects literally everything in our bodies. It wraps around our muscles. It connects everything. And, throughout history, fascia was kind of viewed as just junk to get out of the way. When you'd have surgery or something, they just sort of move the fascia. And we're learning so much more about fascia and how it connects with our nervous system and our overall health in so many different ways. And when I was 12, I had a liver tumor removed and I was left with a 17-inch scar lining my entire rib cage. So I have this huge, V-shaped scar. There's staples at the top of the V. And there's a whole lot happening in that area of the body. There's, all of your digestive organs. There's the vagus nerve. The cisterna chyli, is right there underneath the V of my scar, where the lymphatic system, most of your lymphatic system is in your abdominal area. And, of course, I've struggled with digestive issues and, I've done a lot of liver support, which I've made other videos. You can check out those playlists. But, so fascia has become just something I've really been fascinated with, and massage can really, really help with that. I've gone down many, many rabbit holes over the last probably 30 years, especially in my adult years, trying to find answers for my own health issues, my own digestive issues. And I find myself looking to the past, to like Ayurvedic medicine or, traditional Chinese medicine or things like essential oils that have been used for thousands of years. And I really appreciate those time-tested things that have been done for, you know, generations, hundreds or thousands of years. They're time tested. And traditional Chinese medicine is something I've been reading more about lately. And I find it interesting that massage is one of the 5 pillars of health in traditional Chinese medicine. They do not look at it as a luxury. They look at it as a main pillar of health. And those 5 pillars are nutrition, herbs, movement like Qigong, and acupuncture and massage. So I just find that interesting that historically massage has been absolutely essential. We always hear kind of anecdotally that stress is a key factor in disease, but from a practical standpoint, I think we don't really look at that deeply enough, because there really is, it's beyond just I'm stressed and I need to relax. There's such a cascade effect. When your body is constantly and chronically stressed, you literally hold tension in your body that you don't even realize or understand that you're holding. And so if you do that over a period of years, you create these different patterns in your body of holding tension, holding your body. That affects your fascia, that affects your mobility patterns, that affects your circulation. It affects your lymphatic flow. And so when you really kind of think about it from that perspective, massage is an incredibly effective tool, not just to relax you and help you feel good for a couple hours after your massage, but to really help unwind years and years of stress. And I think as women, many of us we carry a lot of stress. We're the household managers, the kids, managing all of the things. And a lot of times we are at the bottom of our own priority list. And so this is just an invitation to raise yourself higher up on the priority list. At 55, I definitely view massage as an investment in my mobility, in my recovery, in stress management, but also in aging well. I want to have that energy. I want to be active in my 20, 30 years from now. I want to be active and feel good in my body. So yesterday I had my 3rd massage in 4 weeks. I had to skip a week because my massage therapist she went on a trip with her daughter, and I noticed a difference. The 2nd week of consecutive massage, I started feeling really good, and it felt like a little bit of a setback, even missing 1 week. So I'll definitely keep you posted on how the transformation goes by getting weekly massage for a while. I am a huge proponent of investing in your self-care, and I don't always practice what I preach. Like I said, I've had year-long gaps a couple of times of missing massage, but I notice the difference when I'm really taking care of myself and when I'm letting things go. And I think as women, we just need to give ourselves permission to invest the time and money in our own health. And I feel incredibly blessed that my health share plan is now paying for these, because it was something that for so many years I paid for these things out of pocket. And but I really do believe that self-care is the new healthcare. And when we do these maintenance things and we properly take care of our temple, that everything kind of just flows better. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.